la situation à l'entrée de l'ONU, puisque la troisième oratrice a un défaut d'accréditation, et donc nous espérons qu'elle nous rejoindra d'ici 10 à 20 minutes. Alors sans attendre, je vais donner la parole à Madame Kim Sharif. Elle est avocate, elle travaille à Londres, elle est d'origine yéménite, elle connaît très bien la situation de son pays. Madame Kim Sharif va nous donner une analyse juridique et couvrir des thématiques telles que la dimension ethnique, voire tribale, confessionnelle, sociale du conflit qui ravage son pays. Son pays qui aujourd'hui subit un bombardement sauvage depuis maintenant 18 mois, bombardements qui ont causé la mort de plus de 10 000 personnes, dont pour une moitié de civils. J'ai également l'honneur de partager cette table de discussion avec Madame Marinella Correggia, qui nous vient d'Italie, qui est une, si je puis me permettre, ancienne militante pour la paix, qui a dénoncé les guerres d'intervention et la propagande de guerre, déjà à l'époque de la guerre d'Irak, ensuite lors de la guerre de Libye et de Syrie. Elle va nous donner quelques éléments, quelques instruments de solidarité avec le peuple du Yémen et nous décrire les différentes campagnes qu'elle est en train de mettre sur pied en solidarité avec ce peuple. Alors sans plus attendre, je donne la parole à Maître Kim Sharif.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for being with us here today to share with us information about war and impunity in Yemen, and certainly is impunity because that's exactly what's going on there. Before I get to the body of what has been happening, a lot of you are familiar faces to me here, so you are aware of the background of what's been happening for nearly 18 months or more in the war in Yemen. I want to take you through certain figures. I want to give you a picture of 1 week in Yemen, of what's going on, and then I want to give you figures of how that adds up, and then I will take you through the beginning to where we are now today and reasons why this situation is ongoing and what needs to be done to bring an end to it. On 8 September 2016, there was a strike on a market in Amran. 8 died, 5 injured. On the 9th and between the 9th and 10th September, there was a strike on a water drilling facility known as House of Saddam in the Arhab area of North Sana'a. There was what's known as a triple tap strike, which means basically the airplanes come, they hit, and when the rescuers come, gather to rescue the victims, there will be another hit, and then there will be a third hit. And that kind of strike is known as triple tap, and the aim of that is basically to commit maximum deaths in the area. So in that strike there was 50 dead, and they were workers and villagers of that area. And then on 12th September we have a double strike in Sada, Eid al-Adha. That was the day of Eid celebration. 17 dead, 23 injured. On 13th September 2016, the sports village of Al Thawra was struck and the entire city was brought to almost nothing, destroyed. 16th September in the Khawlan area of Sana'a, there was a carload of travelers, 12 dead, and only 1 child aged about 5 survived that incident. I didn't bring photos to show you. The photos are just too horrific to bear. It can cause psychiatric injury to those who see the images of the horrors that are being committed in Yemen. What do these figures give us then? These figures give us deaths of, on average, 87. And these are just my figures, by the way, information I have picked up from the headlines from Sana'a. And none of these strikes are denied. In fact, the Saudi regime proudly goes on the screens and says, yes, we have done this hit, and they claim to have struck military targets. In reality, it turns out to be all civilians. So we have 87 deaths per week. That gives us 377 per calendar month deaths. This is the average based on my calculation, which is on the conservative estimate side. And that gives you 4,524 per annum. Other general figures give us over 10,000 deaths, other figures give us over 40,000 deaths, and of course in terms of infrastructure and everything else, actually I think you have had some idea now of what's going on in the Yemen. The war is not forgotten, but it is ignored, and it's been going on for nearly 2 years now, and nothing has been left unhit. Everything civilian has been hit. The figures are just shocking. It's worse than the Srebrenica carpet bombing, worse than the Second World War of Berlin Blitz. And that's the reality of Yemen. So let's ask ourselves the question, why is this going on? Well, apparently the Saudi regime says the Iranians are threatening its security, so it has to come to the Yemen and gang up with a lot of other dictatorship regimes in the neighborhood and kill everyone in Yemen. More specifically, the aim is to kill as many Houthis as possible. So there's intention to commit genocide in the case of the Houthis, quite clearly. So that's what the Saudis are saying. And then on other occasions, they explain and say, we are destroying the Yemen and killing people with impunity because we want to restore Mr. President, former President Hadi into power. Now, the evidence in reality shows that not one single Iranian or Iranian connection was found in the Yemen, and this has been admitted even by the top intelligence agency in the world, the CIA. So, what did we find in reality? What we find is Israeli nationals, American nationals, Colombian nationals, Janjaweeds, Senegalese, all of these mercenaries hired by the Saudi regime to